So Busta Rhymes is fuming right now, and reportedly he's directing threats toward Meek Mill over some allegedly incriminating footage set to be revealed by Meek Mill. It's no secret Meek Mill has been quietly gathering material on Busta Rhymes and those infamous VIP parties for years.
Rapper Busta Rhymes is facing assault charges in an attack in Brooklyn. Police say the 52-year-old, whose real name is Trevor Smith, punched a man in the face numerous times. Authorities say it started with an argument between the two men.
But what's apparently rattled Busta is word that there's actual footage placing him directly in the mix with Diddy, something that could shift the narrative drastically. And that's just the surface of what's bubbling. A few months back, Busta's former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, went public with claims that Busta had been involved with younger men for years. He alleged that the nightclub scene was always aware of this, and promoters in particular would arrange for select company to keep Busta entertained whenever he appeared.
Got to ask you, there has been so much going on in the music industry pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth. I don't really like to speak on situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I wish the best for everyone involved. God bless everyone involved. And, you know, I think that we should all kind of be a little more mindful of how much we speak on other things when it's as sensitive as this. People don't keep in mind the effect of what their opinion can have. And I think it's really, really important that we reserve our opinions until we understand what the undisputed truth is.
Have you had the chance to speak to Diddy?
I spoke to him a few times before, like, it got a little out of control. A lot of the times when people are going through things, you gotta respect the space and the privacy that they need to process how they're gonna deal with the things that they're going through. I just wanna see the right end result for everyone.
Now, sources suggest that Meek Mill may possess footage supporting those exact claims. One particular video is said to show Busta and Diddy engaging in an explicit group session with multiple men, believed to be workers, allegedly arranged by Diddy himself. But it doesn't end there. Several men have reportedly come forward, stating that Busta made unwelcome advances toward them on multiple occasions. These individuals claim that each encounter involved invitations to party in a fashion that mirrored Diddy's reputation, exclusive, secretive, and heavily guarded. The question now becomes whether Busta is facing an inevitable reckoning.
I gotta do what I know to myself.
I don't know what that. Hey, there's children.
If that's what you want me to do,
There's children.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you about the consideration that you should still have with me as a human being.
With Meek reportedly moving forward to testify, any threats from Busta are unlikely to stop what's coming. If anything, they may ensure he becomes a central figure in the final cut. With all the drama and allegations surrounding Busta Rhymes, it didn't take long before Meek Mill got pulled into the conversation. Before they were both scheduled to appear at the Humor and Harmony Comedy Fest, reports say Meek was quietly concerned Busta might show up in something outrageous like that infamous yellow outfit from the 1999 MTV VMAs.
One day I came to Daddy's house, and Diddy and Q-Tip and Fat
Busta, I don't care who designed the outfit, you gotta come with something fresh to Shreveport, LOL. Busta responded with his own jab, sharing an AI-generated photo of Meek with the caption, "I keep telling y'all the blessings don't stop, so we ain't never gonna stop. I thought it was Father's Day, Meek Mill, and you out here looking like this. Don't let me find out this how you get dressed for Shreveport."
Think you talking about Busta?
Now,
At the time, the exchange seemed like playful trolling between two artists with mutual respect. But now sources suggest Meek might have been dropping hints with intent. Reports are surfacing that Meek may be sitting on footage that places Busta in compromising company, allegedly alongside Diddy during one of his controversial private gatherings. Before diving into the details of that alleged footage, there's something else to address. The ongoing claims about Busta's VIP lifestyle. Busta's former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, recently spoke on The Art of Dialogue, branding Busta as a super zest monster and claiming he's exhibited questionable behavior around young men for years. According to Big Homie, this was considered an industry open secret. Promoters allegedly knew what was expected anytime Busta was booked, ensuring his VIP section was tailored with specific kinds of company and kept discreet at all times. Big Homie also detailed a wild night involving actor-model Don Benjamin and one of Don's friends, a man who, according to Big Homie, immediately caught Busta Rhymes' attention.
Our family and loving relationship of one of Africa's good sons. Just don't take too long to bring me back. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm working on my citizenship, so y'all ain't got nothing to do with that.
As soon as Busta locked eyes on him, it was reportedly go time. Big Homie claimed Busta wasted no time pulling the man into his VIP section, where things escalated quickly. Allegedly, Busta made sure the guest didn't leave his side the entire night. Big Homie stated Busta was intensely focused on the man, showing persistent interest and allegedly making sure he stayed close throughout the party. And this, according to him, wasn't some isolated incident. Promoters, Big Homie claimed, were already well aware of the situation. Whenever Busta showed up at a venue, they were expected to curate a particular VIP section filled with specific types of guests, mostly men, selected for a very distinct purpose. Once Busta locked in on someone, that guest reportedly wasn't going anywhere for the rest of the night. Big Homie further alleged that Busta was complimenting the man all evening, calling him attractive and insisting he remain nearby.
B.
Yo, mama, you a bitch! Yo, bitch ass! Yo, bitch ass! You had these knock your ass out! Wow!
Once inside the VIP, it seemed the guest had no choice but to stay put under Busta's watch. Now here's where things get even more revealing. According to Big Homie, many people within the industry have been aware of Busta's alleged preferences for more than a decade. When asked why nobody had come forward publicly, Big Homie claimed the answer was simple. Many were eager to remain in Busta's favor or stay within his exclusive VIP access. But that wasn't the end of the claims. Big Homie dropped another disturbing allegation pointing to Busta's rumored history of physical altercations with women. He even suggested that this behavior might be connected to unresolved resentment, potentially rooted in deeper issues regarding identity. And for those who think Big Homie is alone in making these claims, more accounts have started surfacing. Back in 2020, social media personality Trip Alley went public on YouTube with his own Busta encounter. He alleged that Busta attempted to engage him during a chance meeting in New York City, right before a Halloween party.
Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapper and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin. And the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he's a gay dude, super cool, some good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. He stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, man. For sure, man. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? So this common knowledge, bro. If you in the mix, if you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know that.
I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now I ain't know it was Busta at first. You know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big ass flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up, Busta? What's up? Now he holding my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, what you doing? And I was like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man? You know, and then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black. Just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile, Busta still got my hand in his hand. And he says, you know, I'm about to go in this club. You know, we got a section, you know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I gotta, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up.
Tripp claimed Busta personally invited him into his VIP section, and initially, it seemed like a standard club invitation. But as the night unfolded, what appeared to be a routine encounter turned into something far more unexpected. From there, the situation reportedly took a wild turn. When Tripp got into a heated argument with a friend who wasn't down with the idea of heading to Busta's party, tensions escalated quickly into a full-on physical altercation. Tripp became so unsettled that he canceled the entire club plan. His friend, still acting irrationally, left him stranded in the middle of New York City. In retrospect, that may have been a fortunate turn of events. Who knows what might have occurred had Tripp ended up in Busta's VIP section that night. Fast forward to 2021, and conversations began circulating once again. Busta was allegedly seen back on the scene, reportedly approaching men and sparking speculation all over again. To complicate matters, paparazzi allegedly captured him leaving a Pride event accompanied by a known trans woman. Then came a fresh wave of attention when Orlando Brown reignited controversy with another viral moment, claiming he had relations with several industry men, including Diddy and Busta Rhymes. The comment shocked viewers and set off an avalanche of renewed interest. While Orlando Brown is often viewed with skepticism due to his erratic behavior, some of his more recent interviews have drawn attention for appearing surprisingly coherent and consistent, especially when discussing Hollywood dynamics. Allegations of Busta living on the down low may dominate headlines, but what also deserves focus is his well-documented history of legal altercations. His troubles stretch back to 2006, when prosecutors accused him of carrying a concealed weapon, a machete found in his vehicle, according to Billboard. In 2007, Busta was arrested again, this time on charges of allegedly assaulting his former driver during a dispute over unpaid wages. He later pleaded guilty and received 3 years of probation. The problems didn't end there. In 2009, the New York Post reported that Busta was ordered to pay $75,000 in damages to a fan who claimed he was assaulted during a performance. The fan said he tried to leave early, prompting Busta to allegedly throw water bottles and direct a bodyguard to physically attack him. Given his reputation for sudden outbursts and a fiery temper, his long-standing association with Diddy raises even more eyebrows. Beyond their mutual history of explosive incidents, rumors persist that both men share a pattern involving much younger male companions, a pattern that continues to draw scrutiny in today's changing entertainment landscape. Busta Rhymes' entire stance on the unfolding Diddy situation is starting to look highly suspicious. When the early allegations against Diddy first began surfacing, Busta was quick to jump in and urge fans to reserve judgment. That raised eyebrows across the board. Why even make such a statement unless there was a deeper reason, possibly a quiet defense of someone close? Now consider this. When dealing with accusations as serious as domestic violence and sexual abuse, some allegedly involving minors, telling the public to mind their business comes across as alarmingly dismissive. And now, fast forward to the present moment, as the Diddy scandal spirals into a full-blown legal crisis. We've seen federal raids, a growing number of lawsuits, and now an official indictment. Yet, Busta is suddenly silent, pretending not to have been involved. But ignoring it won't work forever. New reports suggest that Meek Mill's upcoming Diddy testimony is preparing to name names, and Busta Rhymes is rumored to be on that list. If there's one consistent theme in the industry, it's that information eventually finds the light. Meek may not have distanced himself from Diddy publicly early on, but now insiders say he's ready to pull back the curtain. Even though Meek Mill was considered part of Diddy's inner circle in a visible way, yet sources climbed him he has long kept tabs on what was going on behind closed doors. He reportedly dekeyed party invitations, remained cautious, and quietly gathered information, waiting for the right moment. Now, that moment has arrived. According to insiders, this upcoming documentary could become a seismic shock to the entertainment world. It's being described as an industry-wide reckoning, with no names considered off-limits. For years, rumors have swirled about various high-profile artists who allegedly participated in secret parties hosted by Diddy. And according to multiple sources, Busta's name is firmly among those whispered in those circles. The coming revelations may not only reshape public perception, but forever alter the legacies of those involved. As of now, there's still no official footage presented and confirmed for Meek Mill's testimony, and here's where things start to get even more intense. According to multiple insiders, Busta Rhymes is already aware of what's coming. Sources say he's been making discreet calls behind the scenes, allegedly attempting to persuade Meek Mill's team to keep his name out of it. However, based on how things are unfolding, that strategy may have only backfired. Meek is known for standing firm when it comes to exposing hard truths. The more pressure applied, the more determined the response becomes. So if Busta Rhymes really is on that list, there's little chance his name will be excluded now. The focus of this documentary appears to be truth and accountability, no matter who it implicates or how high their status. Which brings us to the question, what exactly is Busta afraid of? If there's nothing to hide, why the urgent moves and behind-the-scenes efforts to interfere? The entertainment industry has long relied on silence and secrecy, but that era may finally be coming to an end. So what do you think? Is Busta Rhymes truly caught up in the fallout surrounding Diddy, or is his name just surfacing as part of a larger narrative? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget, like this video, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Because if this documentary delivers what it promises, it might just change the entertainment world forever.